The coach of the Finland men's ice hockey team accused China of not respecting a player's human rights on Sunday, as complaints about COVID-19 isolation protocols piled up at the Olympics Winter Games. The Finnish head coach said player Marko Anttila was not getting good food and was under tremendous mental stress. Anttila has been kept in isolation since testing positive more than 2 weeks ago, but was no longer infectious, according to the team doctor. More than 350 Games participants, including dozens of athletes, have tested positive on arrival in the Chinese capital since January 23rd. They can leave special quarantine hotels only once they are free of symptoms and test negative in 2 PCR tests 24 hours apart. Several participants have complained about the isolation conditions, as well as the confusing procedures around being allowed to leave. Organizers said on Sunday that they were trying to address complaints. A tearful Juan Martín del Potro announced over the weekend that he's considering an imminent retirement from the game of tennis, telling reporters in Buenos Aires that recurring injuries could mean 2 tournaments in Argentina and Brazil this month could possibly be his last.
I asked to start off this press conference myself to pass on a message to you all, a message which I have been thinking about and imagining for a long time. I think it is one of the hardest messages I've ever had to face up to and communicate because everyone knows and hopes that I will return to tennis. Possibly it won't be like that, and that it will be more of a farewell than a return. I'm putting in so much effort to be able to continue, but the knee has been a nightmare. I've been trying alternatives and ways to resolve it for years, and today I just can't manage it. I never imagined retiring from tennis anywhere other than out there on the court. So I couldn't think of a better tournament than Buenos Aires to be able to do it. And I think that after these weeks, I will say what will happen with my future. But what I know is that now I have to choose to live as a 33-year-old, trying not to be in pain, and not as a professional sports person, which I have felt like up until now, and because of which I never gave up. It's a difficult decision, and I wanted to communicate it to you all.
The 6'6" Argentine last played a tournament match in June 2019. He injured his knee and has been struggling to regain full fitness ever since. The former world number 3 has won 22 ATP titles since turning professional in 2005, including the 2009 U.S. Open, his only major win. Del Potro is set to take the court at the Argentina Open on Tuesday. The Rio de Janeiro Open begins on February 12th.
That the Prime Minister pays last respect to his sister.
पंडित रूप नारायण त्रिपाठी जी की एक रचना पीर टाले
North Korea is funding its weapons program with cryptocurrencies stolen through cyber attacks. That's according to a leaked UN report seen by Reuters. It says Pyongyang has continued to develop its nuclear and ballistic missile programs during the past year, and that cyber attacks have been an important source of revenue. According to the report, between 2020 and mid-2021, North Korean hackers stole more than $50 million from at least 3 cryptocurrency exchanges. The Monitors also cited a report last month by cybersecurity firm Chainalysis, which said North Korea extracted nearly $400 million worth of digital assets just last year in cyber attacks. At the same time, they said there had been a, quote, marked acceleration of missile testing by Pyongyang. The United States and others said on Friday that North Korea had carried out 9 ballistic missile launches in January, adding it was the largest number in a single month in the history of the country's weapons program. North Korea has been subject to UN sanctions since 2006 in an effort to target funding for its nuclear and ballistic missile programs.
Prince Charles led tributes to his mother, Queen Elizabeth, on Sunday, the 70-year anniversary of her accession to the British throne, and thanked her for publicly stating her desire for his wife Camilla to become Queen Consort when he becomes king. The Queen had made her thoughts known on Saturday, saying it was her sincere wish, a request that is likely to end any discussion about future titles. The 95-year-old Queen has passed a milestone never reached by any of her predecessors in 1,000 years. Charles was joined by Prime Minister Boris Johnson, politicians, churches and members of the public in praising the Queen for her dedication to public service. Charles and Camilla, longtime lovers, were married in 2005, enabling her to gradually take on a more prominent role. Camilla was once vilified by the tabloid press for the breakdown of Charles's marriage to his first wife, Princess Diana. However, Camilla, currently Duchess of Cornwall, is now a popular member of the family and regularly appears at official duties alongside Charles and the Queen. The statement on the future of the monarchy comes as the country celebrates the Queen's role over the last 70 years. The country will hold national events to celebrate her Platinum Jubilee in June.